Hello, self, cosmos, universe, Ohana, Soul Dr. Nick here. It's March 19th, 2025. Magic Mirror Work Part 2. I'm back inside my home, inside the Rainbow Room, as my beautiful son named it. And Rainbow Room because we often see rainbows in here, and we see them because I have this graduation pyramid from accomplishment coaching, and it also acts as a prism. And because it does so, often when there's any kind of sunshine, there's also a rainbow in here. And yeah, why not? And I'm just reminded of my dear founding sister Marika, and she's a Rainbow Ridge. And rainbows, I hate those freaking things, and they're freaking awesome. Today in this magic mirror, it might be a little bit more contemplative. It might be a little slower at times. I'm just being with what is. And my cat's just here wanting to chill with me a little bit. Hello. This is Bao Bao. And he wants a little bit of love and attention, and that's okay. This is perfect right now. He's reminding me just to slow down. He's just looking for his comfortable position. At some points he was looking for food, but right now I think he's looking for comfort. And some scratches. And being held. Yes. He's my little dog kitty. I asked for a cat that I didn't have to earn his love or affection. And I totally got that. Acts like a dog, like he'll chase things, he'll come back, he'll go for walks. That people can go up to him. He'll beg for food. Part of it is because we don't train him the same way. And I have no idea what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. I don't try to. I think that's part of it. Before, I was trying to get things more right than others because I was trying to win at this game. I'm going to get the approval of everyone else. And then reminding myself, remembering, whose approval do I really want? Is that the thing? It's such a training for approval. Having been to so much school, like even right now, I can realize we're training approval into our cat sometimes. Like, you must do this for our approval versus just enjoy life and be you. And sometimes we won't approve, and that's okay. And as long as you're not breaking any boundaries for safety or self-harm, then we're all right. And that's even it with having a child. It's like, don't try to do these things because you think mommy and daddy want you to do these things. And it's our own letting go of the patterning we have and how to be a parent. And that's part of it right now, just contemplating education, schooling, unschooling, homeschooling, world schooling, school in general, right? Like the whole idea of school versus education and places for learning. And even having a cat, like what learning was there in having a cat, having a pet, having an animal? And I didn't have that kind of learning, and that's okay. It was challenging for me. It requires a driver, and the driver in this case was my beloved and my son. And I got to take the benefit of it. And part of it was, and this is my reminder, when I'm getting clear on what the vision is, that it can actually come true. And that's part of it right now as I'm contemplating my own work, my own founding partners, my own team, Ohana Sage, Soul Immersion, X Camp. When I'm contemplating the breath, the Ohana breath, when I'm contemplating the collaborations of the other businesses, what is it that I actually want to create? What is it that I actually want? What is it that I actually see? And I'm having trouble articulating it sometimes. It's noticing when someone asks you, like, what is the cool shit you're up to? Take a second first. There's so much cool shit, and how do I phrase it in a way that it actually shows up as cool shit as well? Even this magic mirror work, I could just be like, I'm shooting random YouTube videos of myself rambling on for an hour or two every day. Not untrue. I am diving into real intimacy with not just myself, but the entire world who wants to tune in anytime, every day, letting go of any constraints, practicing being authentic, practicing being transparent. Okay, that's better. And in so doing, practicing connecting with my own channel, the channel of others, the ability for us to really have telepathy, stepping into that whole space of love and wisdom and clarity and guidance. I'm really having fun guiding people back to themselves and their own inner wisdom. Having fun gathering people back into their warriors, back into their lovers, their kings, their magicians. I am really practicing living life, living my own life, living the founding life, living the partnering life in a way that models what I'm trying to create. And I'm doing that with even Brent, my founders, Mark and Matt, and myself, and what's going on. How do I actually really own what's going on every moment of every day? And own that when people ask for something, I've already created, I'm looking forward to creating more of it. Part of it's with the mothers, part of it's with the couples, part of it's with the young adult children who are trying to step into life. And those are definitely some demographics I love working with right now. I have familiarity with. Are you trying to bite me a little bit? Are you hungry? I know you're hungry. I do. Yeah. It's been about 6.5 hours, 7 hours since you ate. 9:30 right now. We got up at 2:20, 2:23, I think, initially to feed him. And so he's hungry again, but that's okay. I know it's not a devastating hunger yet, young man. So part of it is noticing as I'm creating hunger, not just for myself, but for my family at times. My sons. It's like, how do I actually be with hunger? And then noticing my own face, like I'm feeling it more sunken in a little bit today. Definitely not as vibrant and as alive as usual. And being okay with that, being okay with that transition. I'm not feeling 100% today. So today it's going to be a day of honing in, taking care of, resting into what needs to be rested into. And remembering health. Like, it's easy to overlook physical health when everything's going well. And then when you're not feeling 100%, I've got a little bit of that tightness, heaviness, tiredness, dryness. It's like, all right, take a step back. Let's prioritize this. And everything else is a bonus. I've got my founding meeting today with my founders. If somehow I can't make it, it's okay. I've got my breath tomorrow. If somehow I can't make it, it's okay. I've got my equinoxing the day after. If somehow I can't make it, it's okay. The thing I have with Judy online, definitely going to make regardless. It's online, it's an hour, that's the thing to focus on. That's with someone else too. And I know I'm going to be able to do all these things because it's a different focus I have in life right now. Not trying to be 100% well, but be the person I need to be to show up for these exact scenarios. I held my breath there, which is interesting as I'm thinking. So it's a reminder as I think even, and everyone, when you're thinking, it's like holding the breath is such a reminder, which is part of what has us doing the conscious connected breath. Breathing in and out, letting go of the pauses. The pauses are where the brain and mind can get me a little trapped. And we're using language like that because that's what it feels like right now. And part of it's just remembering, how do I own my own mental facilities? Where I'm putting my awareness, where I'm putting my perception. Like right now, there's an infinite number of things to perceive, whether it's in the distance, nearby, colors, shapes, sizes, sounds, smells, taste, touch. I know how much of it is being filtered out. The other day when we put our feet in the creek bed and they were frozen because it's cold glacial water, my friend reminded me, she's like, as we're starting to walk, I'm like, now you have a different sensation of your feet, a different awareness of them, a different appreciation of them. I'm like, yeah, it feels like 2 giant blocks of icicles and it hurts every step. And I'm like, thank you for this, because really you take a beating every day. Like, what other part of us essentially takes a punch every day, every step, and is able to not just withstand it, but to heal from it, to grow from it. Giant CN rail train, which has all the carts of this yellow powder. I don't know what it is for sure. I could speculate, but I don't know why it's coming, where it's coming from, why they pile it up near here in Port Moody. So much of the world, they don't understand how it works. And I don't need to, and I don't want to. But part of it is, I was contemplating yesterday, I've been going a little too far in that I don't want to, I don't know anything. It's like, how can I, as my beloved's asking, be a little bit more curious about the handiwork, be a little bit more curious about the putting in screws, shelves, things like that, just to have done it at least, and then let it go. And there's a part of me that hasn't even wanted to do that, and there's a part of me that is pretty good at learning little bits quite quickly. It's like, I was acknowledged the other day for my athletic ability. I'm like, oh yeah, I've had this foundation, so I have this athletic ability, and that's what I want to impart to my son. Not so much all the rules of all the games, but the ability to hit a ball, catch a ball, throw a ball, kick a ball, shoot a ball. Like, I think all those things are wonderful skills to have. Even playing against someone, being able to run around, being able to catch, being able to chase, being able to change directions. I love that he's learning all these things. And then now he's walking across logs and balancing, like all of these skill sets. And when I'm with someone else who's better at skills than I am I willing to step into the learning mode for even a little bit, to see what it's like, to remember what it's like, to remember the fun in the learning as well. And then right now I'm practicing, like today may be a day I watch a little bit more stuff. Enjoy the watching of things. It's okay to want to just watch something. And I forget that. I forget that enjoyment piece, and that's part of it being sick again. It's like, oh, I can sit back and watch some stuff and it's okay. I've been avoiding screens a lot, and right now I'm noticing I'm sitting in front of two screens. I'm just turning off my computer screen right now as we speak, just to have it on. Today I'll probably read my purpose statement and a few affirmations, but I'm not going to try to do it all. So why don't we do that first? Yeah. Again, I had to remind myself and catch myself, because magic mirror work is for me, by me, through me, as me, to me. And I was like, oh, don't read these things. That's not what people want to hear. It's like, interesting that you're thinking of what people want to hear. And that's part of it. I'm doing this magic mirror work not just in front of a mirror, but recording, to invite others into the intimate spaces of my life where I'm actually contemplating, where I'm actually noticing, where I'm catching myself in real time. And I think that's one of my gifts, is when I'm in this space of someone, in especially the one-on-one ceremonies, I'm catching myself in real time. And I'm going to invite others to start doing that. It's catching yourself in real time, being your own guide, being your own teacher, being my own guide, being my own teacher. Because sometimes I as well am looking for all the external validation, the external degrees, the external trainings, and coming back to myself. How is it that I can awaken myself as well? I can think, I can wait, I can fast. Siddhartha. And with those skills, as much as it's nice getting guidance, it's getting accelerants, none of it is needed to get to where I want to go in this lifetime. There's so much time in this lifetime. All right. I'm a genius and I apply my wisdom. It's going to be a wunderbar day. I feel to heal. Everything is a story. The only constant is change. I always have a choice. I'm a master reader. Whatever I read, I retain. I have a photographic, autographic mind. Whatever's really important to me, I got for life. The universe is my playground. The world is my home. And every country is another room in the house. I do what I love, and I love what I do. I am a conscious leader, teacher, guide, facilitator, lover, father, husband, and I am present with each and every moment of life. The 10 daily pillars of wisdom: fair exchange, temperate rhythm, study truths, caring sincerely, sharing wisdom, divine guidance, grateful prayer, silent presence, loving service, inspired action. Inspired action, loving service, silent presence, grateful prayer, divine guidance, sharing wisdom, caring sincerely, study truths, temperate rhythm. Rhythm, temperate, exchange, fair, truths, study, sincerely, caring, wisdom, sharing, guidance, divine. Prayer, grateful, presence, silent, service, loving, action, inspired. Just being with it all. And not trying to read it all right now. Looking at my founders, what it is I'm trying to do. Purpose statement. I, Nicholas Hogar Wong, hereby declare before myself, others, and God, that my primary purpose in life is to be a soul doctor, first for myself, and then for all those around me by teaching, serving, guiding, facilitating, And I'll do this through taking the highest priority actions every day, including taking the time for myself to explore, to do the magic mirror work, to grow, to do the DeMartini method, to practice affirmations and incantations, to look at my master life plan, to continue to hone in and be clear on what it is that I can most deliver into the world and practice delivering it. Right now, through my Ohana Sage and Ohana Breath companies with my founding partners, Marika and Matt, and eventually that will continue to expand, and I'll set up automatic systems for the intake and for the support, and for sustainable fair exchange. Also for the automagic savings of at least 10% in the investings and growing of assets, and the delegation of how to manage not just the money, but also the areas of life that are my lower priority actions, and are so important and high in the values, especially those of my beloved and those I care about. I want to keep growing my biological family, as well as growing my Ohana, or spiritual family. And I will also share what I learn as quickly as possible, and as thoroughly as possible, and as completely as possible, so that I contribute to the collective wisdom of the world. And I will have wealth in all 7 areas of life, already recognizing that life is perfect and I am so wealthy. And I continue to welcome and invite in more wealth and manage it as well as I can, and give it purpose and flow in clear direction, so that I can create not just for the next year, 10 years, decades, but for the generations and the lifetimes to come. I do this not because I want to hold on to it all and say it's mine. Rather, I'm getting clearer and clearer on my message. And by creating more wealth, I can spread that message more clearly and really found the School of Unlearning. I'm really enjoying this first draft. I am recognizing that my own self and is there actually. I said soul doctor for myself first, and then my family didn't pick up until about 2/3 of the way through, which is surprising and not surprising as well. There's a part of my pattern that puts work so high up and has such an increased level of comfort in work almost. And thank you, Dad, for that. And just thank you, Dad, for that. I get to choose. There's a part of me that feels like I'm supposed to be more of a father, and then recognizing how much I already am, and letting go of all the stories there. The other piece is just noticing, I was thinking about my friend Rich as I was thinking about this, like, oh my God, I can't wait to play with Rich and step into more of the drive, the adrenaline, the warrior as well. And having, maybe that's it. He's maybe one of my wealth teachers, because he's grown lots of wealth, he's lost lots of wealth. And how do we step in between and have that kind of, that middle ground? And being a family man as well with a young family, that could be part of it. That could be part of it. So, just recognizing all these different places, spaces, races. Just imagining creating a space, creating connection with an Indigenous person as well. And that's part of what I've been calling in some Indigenous roots, because I think there is something there. And then letting it go. So, over and over again, my beloved reminds me of these great visions. Like I hear about Jerry Sargent, and then I'm like, oh, how do I buy a share into his thing? How do I reach out to these people? And they're really nice pipe dreams until I actually act on them. And that's the piece that I'm missing sometimes, is what is the strongest action for me to take? And some of these are shiny objects, because what are the actions for me to take with Ohana Sage, for example? And a request. Yeah, I'll be a request every week from our meetings. It could be each of us writing down what we remember as action steps even. Bless my beloved, I just heard her sneeze, so she's awake now. But the action steps are so important. I keep losing sight of all the action steps that are there, and then breaking them down into the easiest possible action steps, so that I'm actually clear on what's going on. So I'm learning from it as well. All right. I think I'm a little tired. Part of me wants to push through, and today's not the day to push through. So a lot of love, compassion, care. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Just noticing the eyelids, noticing the eyes are probably a little bit more symmetrical than they've been in a long time. And it still is different, the right eyelid and the left eyelid. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.